Hi everybody, if you're not watching this live, this is probably going to be irrelevant to you, so if you're watching this on YouTube right now, just bear with me a minute. I am going to have to tweet out my link, so people are actually going to watch me for the next sort of, I don't know how long it's going to take, but yeah, so just give me a second. I'm just going to tweet out my link. So again, apologies if you are not watching this live, because you're probably going to be very bored for the next 2 minutes. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just like trying to get the link right now. Copy link. Let's post it on my Ask FM just so we can get some people watching. My mind's going blank now. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be writing. Hey guys, watch me live now. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. And I will just quickly post this on my Wattpad. Oh wow, I have 31 people watching this already. Thank you guys. I was really scared that no one was going to watch it, but apparently they are. So thank you to the 31 people that are watching. I'm live right now. Sorry about this. Right, that's posted. Okay guys, hi. I guess I'm gonna do a quick introduction, because on the off chance that you click this video and you have no idea what's going on, you probably do, because I've been promoting it like crazy for the past 5 days. But I am Leigh. Yeah, that is how you pronounce my name, by the way. Like, I think 90% of my fan base think it's pronounced Leigh, but it's really not. Leigh underscore on Wattpad. So yes, that's my username on Wattpad. I have written 7 books, I think. I have 9 published works and 2 of them aren't finished, so I guess 7. You probably know me from Friendship for Dummies, which I wrote when I was 16, so a long time ago now. More recently, Vanilla. God, those hearts are going crazy, guys. Yeah, more recently Vanilla, Trapeze, so that's probably where you know me from. If you don't know me, then I guess welcome. Hope you read my stories in the future. But yeah, the reason I am doing this today is I'm doing a little video for Wattpad, a little broadcast for the #WhereIWrite campaign. And I'm just going to be showing you like a little bit of my writing space, which for me is my bedroom, because yeah, I mean, sometimes I would go to a coffee shop and write and I'm more productive, but this is where there's like more things that I can show you, obviously. So yeah, I've been looking around my room and I found some quite embarrassing things that I'm gonna show you and probably regret posting on the internet. So, you know, that's gonna happen. But if I can figure out how to turn this around, I'm just going to stand in my doorway and show you my bedroom. As I have the smallest bedroom in the world. This is all the floor space that I have. This is me standing here. This is all the floor space I have. So I have just come back from uni and I have had to from like a room that was like double the size into this tiny little room. It was not fun. I've run out of storage space, and what doesn't help is the fact that my parents have turned my bedroom into a gym since I was away at uni. Like a really huge treadmill in my room, and when it's collapsed there's no floor space. So I mean, yeah, I thought it would motivate me to exercise, but it hasn't really. So I guess space. I've tidied my desk up, but I do actually like to have it. Are my hands shaking? No, I think they're okay. I appreciate the accent loving going on in the comments, guys. Yeah, so this is my desk. This is my computer. I have Wattpad open right now. If anyone has messaged me, your message might come up on screen. Yeah, so this is where I would write usually. Pretty tidy. I have more junk here that I have tidied up and like hidden a lot of things away, just so I didn't look like such a slob. But I will show, oh okay, right. Up here I have my shelf. This is the current book I'm reading. Obviously, anyone who knows me knows I'm absolutely obsessed with Harry Potter, and I've reread the series. I'm not even sure how many times I've read it. I'm reading the 5th book at the minute. It's actually my least favourite. I'm sorry for anyone who likes that, but I am really excited to get onto the 6th book because it's my favourite. For anyone who has cottoned on to the fact that I have a second account, knows that I write Ron and Hermione fanfiction, so obviously I'm a little bit obsessed with them. So yeah, the 6th book is... Oh, someone else has my CD player. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so the 6th book is like completely full of Ron and Hermione, so that's like the reason why I'm obsessed with it. Up here, this is actually probably quite interesting. These are a collection of my notebooks that I actually use for... Oh god, I can't do this one-handed. I have a bit of an obsession with notebooks, and when I start a new story I like to buy a new notebook, even though I've only filled up like maybe the first 20 pages of the notebook. So I can actually show you. This is going to be like a trip through the ages, like with my stories. This notebook here was used for the planning of Vanilla, and I have some secret... This was where Vanilla was happening when I didn't know what was happening in Vanilla. This is where I planned it out. This is a random ideas page. This is apparently where I had the revelation of the huge climax in the story. Look, I was like, should I have a camping trip? I didn't have a camping trip, so fun fact. So her artwork, Daniel reveals Flo's picture here. So apologies for the spoiler. If you haven't read that story, please just, you know, ignore what I just said. Yeah, so that's where I had that revelation, which is actually quite cool to look at because I haven't looked at this notebook in a while. And here is obviously where this is my planning for the last chapter of Vanilla. Kind of Scott and Colette kiss, and, you know, like my... Can you just keep sending hearts? Yes, you can. Just feel free. It's going crazy. And then this is obviously where I finished Vanilla. And I went on to Trapeze, and I thought was quite interesting was my trying to figure out what Corey's name was going to be. I obviously went for the last one here, Corey Ryder. I apparently considered Corey Halliday. That doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? I also considered Luke Halliday. Also decided that didn't have a ring to it, and I went for Luke Everett in the end. So I thought that was pretty cool. I also have a lot of my NaNoWriMo planning because Vanilla was a NaNoWriMo novel. And so yeah, I have like a lot of, when I got bored and it hadn't started, I did a lot of random planning. This is, oh, I have a Nando's receipt in here. That sums me up, doesn't it? This is my Trapeze notebook actually. This was when I actually bought a new notebook. So yeah, this is all Trapeze. This was when I completely reconsidered my ending. New endings. I apparently just had a crisis over that. Yes, cheeky Nando's to the person who just said that in the comments. This is like my plot sequence and things like that. Apparently I was trying to plan a bonus chapter for Vanilla in the back of this notebook, but you know. What other notebooks do I have? These ones aren't quite as interesting because these are more recent. This is my fan fiction. Any Ron and Hermione ideas that I get go in there. This is the notebook. If you actually follow my Instagram, you will know that this. Yes, I did just throw in my notebook. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I really like this notebook, and I am using it for Camp Runaway, which is my Camp NaNoWriMo novel. And in a minute, I am kind of scared to show you the inside of this because there might be huge spoilers considering I've only put up 2 chapters. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the inside of that one. But yeah, shout out to my Camp Nano cabin because I promised them that I would give them a shout out in this. So there you go, guys. Thank you for the word wars and making me write for the past 3 days. Yeah, so I am writing Camp Runaway for that. So hopefully I should be able to get some chapters up at the end of the month. Like solid updating regularly kind of thing. So hopefully longer than that. Here I have just like kind of a lot of junk. There's not really a lot too interesting in here, but one thing I did find was a few pictures of me when I was 14, I think, and 13, and I had braces. So for previously unseen pictures of me with braces, if anyone wants to see this, I was hideous. I think we can all agree on that. Here's also a picture of me. I have no idea what was going on with my passing hair. Like, that is just not straight at all. You know, I was in that stage where apparently me looking really happy. Yeah, so I was in that stage where it was really cool to put face masks on and with your friends and take pictures. So that happened, and I just discovered these in my little magazine thing here. So I thought that would be kind of fun to show you. That this is obviously my passport. Not going to show that in case I have some like weird identity fraud. Yeah, let's not show my passport. Here, actually, okay. When most of you probably know that I went to Canada, like I just got back like 2 weeks ago. There was a whole disastrous story. Just story about how I was supposed to be a camp counsellor. Got to camp, absolutely hated it. So I left. I quit my job. I left. It did mean that I got to spend 5 days in Toronto though before I went home. I actually got to visit Wattpad HQ, which was really cool. I don't know if anyone from Wattpad HQ is watching this right now, but if you are, thank you for having me. I had a really good time, and I love your tree. Yeah, so I bought a present. This was supposed to be a present for my sister, but I got home to had it. It's, I don't know, does anyone else have one of these adult colouring books? I just do not have the patience for it. Like, this is how far I've got so far. I'm like, has anyone actually completed one of these pictures? How does anyone have the patience? Like, I'm kind of proud of this though. Like, I'm not a colouring person. I just took the book because I'd already paid for it. My sister didn't want it. So yeah, so that's my desk. Like, I don't think there's really anything interesting about that. Obviously, does anyone, if you don't know, oh, okay, we've got a hi from Wattpad HQ. Hi. Yeah, this is, anyone who knows me knows I'm absolutely obsessed with Tom Daley. This is not the best picture of him. I really hope this is not an obscene picture on the other side. No, it's not, it's fine, he's fully clothed. Yeah, I have a Tom Daley calendar. No regrets. So, this is my second one. I also had one last year, which, bordering on obsessive, I know, but yeah. Also, basically, when I was at huge notice board, on one of my walls, and it was like really like giant kind of thing, and I had the best notice board in the world. I think I actually probably tweeted a picture at some point because I was so proud of it. It was my pride and joy. Obviously I've moved out of uni now, and I had to take it down, so I just brought all the stuff home and I kind of like tried to reconstruct it on a notice board that's like maybe a quarter of the size. So I'm just going to show you this. Like, I basically just keep anything that is like of any significance at all, and like pin them up on a notice board, which actually makes so, you know, Wattpad guys, I actually got that. They gave me one of those in like a pack at the Wattpad meetup back in December. So, you know, I'm wrapping Wattpad on my notice board. Obviously, like, pictures. This is, yes, to the person who is screaming in the comments, yes, this is my friend from Wattpad. This is, interestingly, this is the, what's it called, name label that I wore when I was on the panel in London in December. I was on a last minute addition to a panel about writing on Wattpad. And I wore this name tag and I thought it was quite cute to keep. Things like this, like tube tickets from, this was the day I actually went to the Wattpad meetup. So basically my notice board is obsessed with Wattpad, if you haven't guessed that already. Okay, interesting story time. This is a piece of confetti from the first time I saw Taylor Swift, which probably is really sad to keep. But like she had like a huge explosion of heart confetti and I picked some off the ground, and to the person who is saying you're seeing Taylor Swift soon, I'm really jealous because I didn't get to see her this time around. This is my ticket for the Red tour. Like this is us at the Taylor Swift concert. Actually, we had a little banner, so you are magic, which was quite cute. Pictures of me and my friends at Lever's Ball. A ticket from the first time I saw Hunger Games, because I'm obsessed with Hunger Games. If anyone also who knows me will know that. So seeing Hunger Games in the cinema. Josh Hutcherson, anyone? You know. This is like last day of school type things. I need to put a photo in this. Probably should do that. Yeah, and also this happy birthday thing. Found that night out, actually. Like, I found it, someone found it, and like it was my birthday, we were going out for my birthday, and they like tied it around my wrist. So I thought that was kind of cute to keep. Like, yeah, I wore it as like a bracelet. I think it's from like, you know, like a cake. Like when they have like a little ribbon around the cake, I think that's what it's from. You know, I have that on my notes board anyway. Bookshelf. This is, I don't have a lot of storage space here, so I tend to just junk my bookshelf up with like everything, like as you can probably tell. I will show you if there's anything of interest though. Oh, okay, this is cool. Let's try not to like pull everything down. I actually won the Wattpad prize back last year actually now. And I won Best Love Story with Trapeze, and one of the prize was actually to have my book made into a hardcover, which is really cool. Like, it's got like my name on the cover, and yeah, like it's my book in print. I mean, it's not like it's not published, but it's as close as you're gonna get, kind of thing. Like, yeah, you know, there's probably some, like, I hope there's no spoilers if anyone's in the middle of Trapeze right now. Yeah, you know, a bit of Claire, a bit of Luke, a bit of Corey in there. What other books have I got in here? Very British Problems, because I had this bought for me as a leaving present before I went to Canada, because my best friend was apparently scared that I was going to lose my nationality, but no, I'm clearly still British, as like all the comments are like screaming about my accent. Thank you guys, by the way. Gone Girl, I bought this at the airport when I was like, oh, okay, I just knocked something over. well done, Leigh. I bought that at the airport to read on the plane, and I like got so into it. It was so good. So recommend that. I haven't seen the film yet, so yeah, don't ruin that for me, guys, but I've read the book. And one of my favorite books, Anyone Like This? Along for the Ride by Sarah Dussin. You know, I am obsessed with Sarah Dussin, as you can probably tell by the like huge amounts of Sarah Dussin books. A lot of these books are actually, yeah, like another Sarah Dussin here. Some of these are like from quite a long time ago. Obviously, my favourite book here, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Lots of Ron and Hermione, probably the reason why I like it. Hunger Games, obviously another one of my favourites. Obsessed. The fact that Josh Hutcherson is in the film helps a lot. Pandemonium, if anyone has read the Delirium trilogy by Lauren Oliver, oh my god, highly recommend it. It's so good. Second book is the best in my opinion, but you know, there's a bit of a love triangle, a bit of two teams, you know. I also really like this book, Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. I've read that a couple of times. I'm ridiculous with like rereading books. If I like a book, I will read it like over and over again, as with Harry Potter. like some odd books here. Some of these are from quite a long time ago. Not really anything too interesting. More Sarah Desson. This is a picture. I mean, yes, it's kind of like, is it vain to have a picture of you? But I had this done when I was in year 10, so about 14, and we had like my family had like a photo shoot kind of thing. And I used to play the flute. I mean, I probably still can, but I don't anymore. So I have a picture of me with my flute. Yeah, let's take that down. Third book of the Delirium trilogy, more Sarah Desson. What else is down here? Oh, okay, alright. This probably shouldn't be on my bookshelf, but it is. Anyone want to see a picture of me as a baby? You are in luck. This is me with like a couple of days old. Yeah, right, you didn't expect to see baby photos when you clicked on this broadcast. But here you go. I also have, okay, this is probably where things could get very embarrassing. Is anyone, like, is Jacqueline Wilson a thing in countries outside of the UK? Because I know that every British kid will know what I'm talking about with this. But this is actually my diary from when I was in year 6, so I was like 10. And let's see what the facts I said about me. Okay, I am 11 years old. What? Oh, see, I liked writing. My hobbies are, okay, I was obsessed with Habbo. Did anyone else do that? Drawing, MSN. Wow, back in the days. Reading, writing. So clearly I was a budding author from a young age. My favourite music is Hannah Montana. Wow, good tip. My predictions for 2017. Oh my god. Okay, I actually didn't think of, like, yeah. So I'm going to, apparently in 2 years time, I'm going to be living in a modern flat with my dream boyfriend. Hate to report that I'm actually quite far away from that. Like, I will live with any boy that's cute. Wow, oh my god, Leigh, you need to calm down. I will work as a writer. Oh my god, okay, let's ignore the hairdresser part. I will work as a writer. Oh, okay, that's really cute. I did not know that was a thing. And I like kept this as a diary. I'm not going to show too much of my diary because it'll just be really embarrassing, and I think I've embarrassed myself enough. What have we got? Yeah, like this is a weird shelf. My bottom shelf is a weird shelf. What have I got? I mean, I've actually got a copy of Musically Gifted when they gave out free copies when you finish NaNoWriMo, so that's pretty cool. Fault in Our Stars, who hasn't got that on the bookshelf, you know? These were actually all the books that I won in the raffle at the Wattpad meetup back in December. I won a raffle and I got like loads of cool books from the people that were speaking on the panels, which was really insane. Like I haven't got around to reading any of these books because I didn't take any of them to uni, but I'm definitely going to read some of them at some point. Thank you for the copies, guys. Yeah, also probably I probably should get around to reading that because probably I'm a disappointment to Wattpad if I haven't read that, you know. Oh, my picture's just okay. I'm running out of things, like, I have to show you because my bedroom is so small. Let's have a look what's under my desk. I have another notebook. I was clearly obsessed with, I also think I actually wrote the start of a story in here. Oh, Leigh's notebook. Okay, yep. This was... Oh, wow. Okay, this is really odd. This was me starting a story. I think I must have been 12, 13. This was me starting a story. And it's actually about camp, which is really odd considering the fact that I've just started a story about camp now when I'm 19. Yeah. Oh wow, that's really odd. Yeah, so apparently I apparently started planning for a camp story when I was 12 years old. I apologise for the shaky camera. I'm literally like sitting on my floor and like crawling around. I have probably a really embarrassing collection of CDs because I don't buy CDs anymore. The only one that I'm not ashamed to show you, obviously, guys, come on, who is not gonna? I have a Hannah Montana CD. That's quite embarrassing. Obviously, Friends box sets. Anybody else have all these? I am obsessed. And a lot of like random DVDs that I haven't really looked down here in a long while. This tends to be the part of my desk that I forget about and just, you know, too much. So it's been 25 minutes. I'm not sure how long this broadcast is meant to be. I feel like I've rambled on for a very long time, but I have kept my viewers, so I'm kind of like, I must be entertaining. I'm assuming. I mean, I will stay on for a bit longer because I actually had a few people submit some questions that they wanted me to answer. Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly answer some questions because I said that I would, and I mean, I haven't really got anything better to do. Oh my god, I've been talking too much. Thank you for the lovely comments that are coming in right now. I'm trying to read them and not get distracted, but it's really hard to talk and read at the same time. Okay, so someone asked me earlier how I do my planning. I think I've probably, like, you've probably seen a lot of it in my notebooks. I tend to kind of just like start with like a really small idea, like a sentence, like literally, probably with vanilla, I reckon I started with maybe a sentence saying, a girl moves to a really quiet seaside town after the death of her parents, and meets some new friends there. Like that's what I would start with, and then I would just build it up from there. I would do sort of a main plot sequence kind of thing. No details, not like chapter by chapter or anything, just like kind of like beginning, middle, end. Then I would plot, like, do some profiles of some characters, try and like, and then just build it up from like small. Like, is that? I think it's called like the snowflake method. I'm not sure if that's. Don't quote me on that. I think that might be something different. So yeah, like, planning is different for everybody. That's just the way I do it. But whatever works for you, and nobody's going to tell you it's wrong. If you get a story out of it, then I mean, that's fine. You're doing it right. I have a question in my inbox right now. Somebody is asking about have you ever started writing a story in which you're really confident and then you lost inspiration for it along the way, and how do you cope with this? Yeah, this has been happening to me a lot recently. Anybody who's probably been following me for the past year has known, like, I started a couple of stories and I've unpublished them, so they're not gone forever, but yeah, I'm not working on them right now. So I mean, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you rush into a story, you haven't planned it well enough, or you just like get bored of the idea. Yes, just to the person who just said that, double vision is the one that I'm talking about here. I started planning it. It was quite ambitious. It was like a new genre for me, and it just didn't. I just wasn't motivated to write it, and it was affecting my writing because I didn't want to write anymore. And so in that case, I've just kind of put it on hold. I put it aside. I've left it up on Wattpad. So if anyone wants to read it, they can, but I want to go back to it someday. I think the best thing you can do is, if you're not feeling a story, is just to put it to one side, take a break from it and write something else. I mean, it's still going to be there when you get back, kind of thing. Like, you know, I'm hoping that I can go back to it after I finish Camp Runaway. So yeah, like, don't worry about it too much. Just write what you want to write and it will be okay. And the last question that I am going to answer is, have you got any tips on editing? Probably not the best person to ask, considering I'm not a published author. I write on Wattpad. I basically proofread and then, like, go through and edit and then upload. I don't like do hardcore like book editing as such. What I tend to do with my editing is just kind of go through, I like get out a draft, just like get it all on the page, don't really worry about what it sounds like, and then go through it after once you finish the chapter. And sorry, the comments are distracting me, guys. I apologise. Go through it and like do like line by line, like almost like rewrite it. Like I kind of like do enter and I like rewrite the chapter using the first one as a guide. It takes quite a long time, but I feel like it turns out better in the end, so it's kind of worth the effort. Sometimes if it's written well enough, I don't need to do that, but most of the time I would rewrite it. Just kind of like change like sentences around, and like if something doesn't sound right, word it in a better way, use a different word, cut things out if I've rambled on too long. It's kind of like a second impression once you've read it as a whole chapter. So yeah, I really hope that helps. Like I've actually really enjoyed doing this, but I feel like I've rambled on long enough, and I mean, unless anyone has any burning questions that they really want to ask, like, you know, now's your chance, put it in the comments, any urgent questions. Probably gonna go in a bit, so last chance. Why am I leaving? I'm sorry, guys. I've run out of questions, and I've like, my room is so small. I mean, I guess I could show you. I have little blocks on my windowsill. Like, yeah. They're pretty cute. And this is the view outside my window for anyone who's interested in seeing what England. Oh, okay, there's like a woman out there and I feel like I'm spying on her. She probably doesn't know that she's being broadcast to the internet right now. I'm not going to show her. This is my view is blocked. This is England, guys. This is my road. Please don't stalk me. I am, for the person who just asked, I am in the south of England. So I do need an underscore block. Yes, I really do. But yeah, so no burning questions, anybody? I know I don't live in London. I feel like this is for the people who are watching this on YouTube. I'm not sure if you will have got this far. Like, if you're watching it live, then you've probably stuck around, but I really hope that you've watched to the end if you're on YouTube right now. But yeah, I think that is all for now. I mean, I've enjoyed doing this. Like, I think I could do more live broadcasts in the future if that's what people want. I would like to thank the people who are watching this right now, because I was really scared that no one's going to watch it, and a lot of you have watched it and are like frantically commenting right now. So thank you guys. Like, thank you to all of my fans. Looking at my account right now, 98,990, which is pretty mental, to be honest. Which I don't know what I'm going to do when I hit 100k, but I'm probably going to scream. It's probably going to involve a lot of screaming. So thank you so much to anyone who has fanned me, commented, like left any comment on my story, like read a chapter of my story, especially to those who are watching this right now who clearly like me enough to watch me for half an hour. So yeah, to the person who said it's 3 AM, why are you watching this? Oh my god, I love you so much. Thank you for watching this at 3 in the morning. But yeah, like, thank you for watching this, guys, and I will hope to see you soon with a few chapters of my story. Bye. Oh, this is really awkward when I can't close it now.